everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2! Yes, here we are on level 3 of the Engwithan Waystation, and you'll be saying, but wait, you didn't end on level 3 of the Waystation, you ended on level 2, and you're about to have 2 potentially tough fights. What the hell's happened, you'll say? And, yeah, you'll be correct, that's why we did end off in the last session. I was in the mood to play some Pillars of Eternity last night. Round about kind of 11:15, which is not the usual time I record. So I thought to myself, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record a kind of a half an hour session, do those fights, have a bit of a further mooch about, and I'm going to do no commentary whatsoever, and I'm going to do after commentary and narration for that kind of short session, and kind of, you know, try that for something different. So I did the 2 fights, you know, came down here, and as I kind of just glanced out of kind of force of habit due to streaming at my OBS, I noticed there was no game audio. And the reason being is because I was playing the game with no commentary. I didn't have my headset on, so I was playing the sound through the speakers, my surround sound speakers, and OBS is set to pick up the sound from my headset. So I was like, oh no. And at that point, it was like 11:10, and I was like, I can't start this again, and I'm not doing those 2 fights again. They weren't as difficult as they appeared. I got through them first time and fairly unscathed due to a bit of kiting into doorways and stuff. So I thought we'll start today's session here. There's 1,001 other fights to be had. You didn't miss anything, nothing major. They were just bog standard fights and not much loot to speak of on the bodies of the fallen. Except that on the bodies of some of the fallen, Fedoran noticed a couple of things. Yes, he noticed that one of them was wearing a rather exquisite-looking robe. Exceptional quality, one might say. So he's decided to slip that on. Whilst the party rested upstairs before coming down here. A bit of quick change of clothing, so he has now exceptional robes. And to back that up, he was wielding a fine rod. Why have fine when one can have exceptional? So he's upgraded to an exceptional rod as well. Also, we have now Jyoti with a fine hunting bow because it does pierce and slash, whereas a crossbow just does pierce. And some creatures down here are resistant to pierce, so giving her slash damage as an alternative is pretty useful. And I think I didn't mention it, but we are dual wielding with Serafen now. It lowers his accuracy, but it offers a bit more DPS, and especially in situations where his cipher abilities aren't quite so useful. So there's a little slight change to some of the equipment. We've also leveled up Pallegina. Obviously that was done in the last session that we've lost, but we gave her reinforcing exhortation, which means that she gives an ally deflection and fit, so she's kind of buffing a dare, whilst Jyoti buffs Pallegina with Champion's Boon. Pallegina can buff Adair with this, so a bit of self-buffing all around. And we've also picked up something else. Oh, this one here. So Exalted Focus. So our passive ability now offers not just accuracy, but converting some hits to also crits. So there you go. Apologies for the rather long introduction, but hey ho, I've got nothing else better to do this evening other than talking to a microphone, so I should exercise that right, if you don't mind. Okay, moving swiftly on. Level 3, here we are. Let's see what more terrors await the party as they look for answers as to what happened to the Valians.
What for? What am I on?
Okay, that looks rather menacing. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we've got loads of lightning, and we've got essence batteries. Now, either the game expects us to time our movement around these rather dangerous looking bolts of lightning, or these essence batteries may be powering these things. So let's put that theory to the test. He stopped that one, hasn't it? I think. So yeah, batteries need to be removed. That one stopped. Right, okay.
I'll be more than half handy, alright?
Destroy all batteries then. Hopefully without killing yourself first. It's good job it's not Palagina. She'd probably end up putting her back out or something. Stupid. Trying to destroy them with her knee, maybe. Okay, and there endeth the lightning storm. Oh, we got a body down here, and this area looks a little bit smaller than the previous areas. This could be promising. This could be the final level, in fact. We'll go to the source of the soul.
Aye.
Should have saved it before we moved into there, just in case there was a hulking great monster.
Yeah.
Fedoran doing his thing.
Sure.
A woman lies dead on the tiles, her skin discoloured with decay. Her rent flesh sloughs away to reveal bone. No maggots or bugs have reached her here, which only means that there's more of her left to assault your nostrils. A sword lies discarded beside her. A pack lies beneath her arm, and the barest wisp of essence hovers over her body. Well, we'll start with the what the hell happened, and to do that we require Fedoran to read her soul. The brief images you see are scattered and confused. You are an explorer with the Valian Trading Company, and you are searching the ruins with your comrades. At least, they used to be your comrades. Now, you're not so sure. Things have been going wrong ever since you got to this island. First with Gian, then Alara, though it might have started earlier on Tikawara, maybe when Vector fell sick. You hear a scream in the distance. You don't know where the others are. You don't know why there's blood on your hands. You don't know why it's so hard to think. But you remember that you were supposed to be quiet to avoid the notice of whatever is down here. Something moves in the darkness. Examine her body. The woman's body lies at the end of a trail of smeared, crusted blood. The damage to her armour suggests a fight, though it looks like her attacker or attackers allowed her to crawl away to die. Holding your breath, you kneel to search the body. As you handle her remains, clumps of muscle and flesh fall off, raising a fresh wave of rot. Most of her belongings are slimy and rancid with putrescence, but her pack has escaped the worst of it. Inside you see a few torn pages and a carved figurine. Fedoran takes the pages. They look like they were ripped from a book or journal. They're brown and warped, with spilled drink and scrawled with a brief few entries. Beeze's pages was put into our stash. Okay. Probably part of the same journal we saw earlier. I wanted so badly to find Pokokahara, and now we are stuck here. No one dares to leave while the Titan roams outside, so we must hope we can find another exit somewhere in the ruins. Alara must have triggered it. It did not move until she began prying open the door, and before we knew it, it had Gian. The others do not say it, but I know they blame me for failing to save him. Smudges of dirt from the author's hand streak the page around the next entry. Alara is gone too. We move more slowly now, wary of traps and monsters. I detest this creeping about, and Juino's stomping nearly makes it all pointless. But Falero has almost lost his nerve, and I do not think he can take another nasty surprise. The next entry is filled with big crooked letters that loop and swoop like a child's. The others sleep. We decided against candles or campfires, so I write in the glow of the Adra. It is good, because I hear something moving in the dark, even if the others do not. Falero insisted that we move slowly so he could study the murals and the patterns in the floor. He thinks to save us from mishaps, like the ones that befell Gian and Delara, but none of that will help if the creatures here catch us. Giueno hides a limp, but the way he looks at Falero and makes me think he's hiding something else too. They grow more and more paranoid with every hour in this place. When they awaken, we will press forward so we may be done with it. In the meantime, I will keep the pages with my own observations. I cannot trust the others with them. The next entry is hastily scribbled. Falero lost the logbook and accuses me of sabotage. Sabotage! He is so busy sketching these murals that he forgets why we are here. But I saw the Adra and I understood. This place is sick. We are here to cure it. But Falero says the Huana were here long ago, that the murals prove as much. I think one Amawa looks much like another. But he gave me an idea. Right now, we spend blood and treasure searching for luminous Adra. Our task would be much easier if we could make regular Adra luminous by enriching it with live souls. As I look at the equipment the Ingwithans built here, so like the machines our animancers construct, I wonder if they once did this very thing. And we have the villagers of Tikawara so eager to help. When we return to Nekataka, I will present my idea to Luva Alvari. I do not think Director Castall has the stomach for it, nor my companions, I fear. Ooh, that's a bit an interesting idea. Is there any semblance of truth to it? We certainly wouldn't like to recommend people start trying. Right, the figurine. An Ngati idol.
Careful, Watcher. That thing's got a nasty hex on it. Confusion feels like.
You feel a sudden sharp headache. Oh, shoot. Take a weapon. Beeze's toothed blade. Looks like, what is this? Is it a rapier or something? Beezer was a senior member of the Collegia Medifensia Mutio, a prestigious Valian dueling society. The standard duel for members of equal standing was single blade against single blade, fought until first blood. Beezer had a blade constructed that proved extremely effective at biting through such protection. The protection that was worn to prevent minor strikes from becoming lethal blows. Looks like a rapier. So what's that figurine we've just picked up? Can we drop it? Is it cursed?
Ahoy. Aye, aye.
Good.
Checking for traps. Bit of amber. Okay.
Tell me.
Sounds like there could well still be something down here. What the hell's killed her, for instance? So, gotta be very careful.
Will my eyes be open? Ahoy.
I'm gonna check something. Did I loot this body here? No, I don't think I did. I was just thinking to myself, I'm sure there was a skeleton body here that needed looting, and I can't remember if I looted it or not. I was too busy gabbing. There you go.
Will my eyes be open?
Okay, what lies around this corner? Ooh, more steps? A door. A transition door. Oh. Oh. Ooh, okay. Ah, it's not a transition door. There's something behind it, but
Ahoy.
not quite a
Down in
transition. Oh god, it's going to be a big fight.
Captain.
Oh,
Aye. A light's foot and an heavy bullet, aye, Cap.
this looks ominous.
Ain't never seen Poxiadra afore, Cap. Ain't never got this queer feeling in my head neither.
Ooh, this does not look similar to the Adra that we have seen previously by any stretch of the imagination. This looks very bad. Fedoran asking Pelagina to poke at this thing here.
Ah.
The machine at the base of the pillar is in bad shape. The Adra panels are warped and the copper is corroded, but it looks whole. A high, keening sound comes from the Adra. Fedoran examining it from afar. The copper connection and knobs appear to be intact, but none of the essence in the pillar runs through it. The keening grows louder. Just hang on. Asking Seraphen to explore the rest of this room first. Is there anything we're missing before we start playing around? Steps. Steps out? More than likely. Okay. Fedoran giving the nod to Pelagina, as if to say, push it. Button. Switch. Do it.
Tell me.
Pelagina turns the Adra wheel and adjusts some of the sliders. At first, nothing happens. Then, you feel a fluctuation in the ether. The wailing grows louder. Essence moves within the Adra, opening a dimension as raw and distorted as a fresh wound. Something in that place pulls at your soul, and the distant voices cry out again. Enter the corrupted The last time we entered something like this, it didn't end too well.
Ah.
And Fedoran, rather unfortunately, hasn't learned his lesson, ordering his party to assemble and clearly walk through the opening that's just happened. They're all looking like, do you remember the last time we did this? Oh no, it's fine. I've got a feeling about this one. It's not... yeah, the ominous feeling he's just had. It's fine, trust me.
Okay.
He says. Straightens his hat and pulls his cloak closer around him. Project your party into the pillar. Go! Oh, this is not good. And we're locked in. A force within the Adra tugs your soul from your body and into a realm of pure essence. You become aware of a fragmented, dreamlike landscape. It is not a physical place, but rather a shape your mind has formed from the teeming energy. So is your presence in it.
I got an itch. Can someone scratch my elbow? I'll lift it with my body.
Your actual body is still in Pokakahara. You feel the cold tiles beneath it and smell the dusty air around it, but you cannot return to it. Something here has a hold on you. The voices you heard outside the pillar scream and wail somewhere close by. Wow. Nice place you got here. The Adra Realm.
I am ready.
Okay, let's go.
At once.
The sooner we progress through, the sooner we are out of here. Says Fedoran, trying to inspire his party to press onwards. Oh. Oh, I don't think these are here for a tea party. There's a lot of them, unfortunately. You reach the source of the tumult, a festering mass of corruption. Hundreds of souls cry out within it, trapped and twisted by the accumulating decay.
That is not a good way to go.
A handful of souls, still fresh and mostly whole, surface to confront you. One of them separates out from the others and stares you down with grim, hateful intensity.
You do not belong here.
Anaharu. The speaker takes the form of an older Hawaiian man, his visage shifting as if reflected in rippling water. He is not a physical presence, but rather a soul-given shape. Who are you?
We are the dead.
His voice hits in your mind like a clapper to a bell.
We're talking to a lost soul? Hold on, before you say any more, look into the light of my lantern.
Sir, she raises her lantern, shaking it back and forth to scatter the light around in a skittering dance. He bares his teeth at her and squints as a trickle of essence leaves his body. When he looks away, the trickle stops.
Maybe you're dead. I do not see Tangaloa's mouth or Sirono's doors anywhere.
A second form takes shape near the first and glowers at him. Their essences sharpen and flicker at each other.
My storm wreathes Pococahara. Ngati's fist drags valiant ships to the deep. If you come to stop this, you have already failed.
We got here without much of fuss. You are responsible for these storms? How so?
Ngati holds our souls in this swamp, cut off from the sea. The flow of essence stops here.
He gazes out at the shifting scenery beyond your floating platform of what only resembles stone.
And rots, apparently.
She wrinkles her nose at the putrefying mass and checks under her boots.
What do you mean, rots? Souls are going bad, cut off from the cycle? My lantern looks fine and healthy, though.
I don't claim to understand it, girl. I am a miner, not a mystic.
The cistern overflows into the world of the living, stirring the sea and skies with the fury of the goddess, bringing storms.
But perhaps Fedoran sort of thinking out loud. Yeah, the luminous address affecting the weather? Or the souls inside it are?
No souls travel through here. The Adra screams. Ngati grins, showing her fangs. This is where Valiant's scheming ends. Ngati's servant holds the dam closed to flood the living world with her vengeance.
He places a hand over the spot his heart once occupied. I'm not leaving, obviously. Pushing out Valia only exchanges a trading post for Rawatayan warships. You think destroying this region will save Tikawara?
One village? No. I do this for the archipelago. I am the storm of my people. Adra is the staff I wave to churn Ngati's kingdom.
He opens his palms. The ether around you reacts at once, whipping up the ambient essence into a frenzy. Far away, you think you can hear furious winds growing in response.
Magiko, to arrive at the far side of death and find this babbling brook.
The Valians will not overrun us while I have the strength to repel them.
He furrows his brow towards Biza.
If you think bad weather will hold back my countrymen, you have greatly underestimated us.
God, we're getting into a bloody argy-bargy about factions here.
They will depart when the waters rise to drown their investments. This I know.
These storms, they chase away fish. Blight crops, you are the one that is killing Chikawara here.
Fool! Ngati will stop churning the seas when the outsiders leave. Then I will be reborn as a Ranga. Pirates and slavers drove my tribe from our old roots and havens. Now, the Valians do the same with paper. They come to pull Adra from the earth and mill it like grain.
You speak as though this Adra has been the heart and soul of your tribe for generations, though you have only recently come here.
Adra is the heart and health of the Deadfire. You whose breast is cold and still would know nothing of this. There is nothing more to say. Here at the end, outsider lies are a dull edge.
Oh, God. So we could help destroy the Adra, that's not... The Valians wouldn't be happy. No more fighting, let me convince your enemies to leave. That's the Valians, and... we don't want to meddle in the affairs if we can help it. We have a common foe. Well, I can't attack them from here. Again, that's talking about the Valians. We don't want to sort of say that either, so... I don't think it's going to help, but Fedoran offering to help them move on. You've all died. It's time to move on, and I can perhaps help you as a watcher here. I can bring you some peace, an end to this madness.
This is where all things stop. No one leaves, I say.
Oh dear, I don't think he's for turning.
Akosi, let's not be hasty. Some of us still have bodies out there.
She puts up a hand in protest and glances to the souls of her crew.
You don't plan on staying here, Ak? Why not let us tag along and see if we can reunite with our... what we left behind?
See if we can reunite with our... what we left behind. Never ends well when stuff mismatched essence into one body. It doesn't work that way, you're already gone. That's probably true, but... but... Fedoran is thinking on his feet here, and he thinks that if we can get half of these people on his side, the other half, if they openly attack, they may assist us, or at least we thin their numbers and we are more likely to be able to deal with these. So he's going to... tell them he'll see if there's anything that he can do when he leaves this place in terms of reuniting them with their departed bodies.
Leave without us? No! We go as a crew or not at all. I swear, the things I do for the Sangretta. Anaharu.
Okay, that didn't go too well, did it? Did I pick the right option? Okay, I think we did. I just maybe misunderstood the... Oh my god. Holy hell. Right, we need to... we need narrow. We need narrow. Yeah, that's quite narrow, isn't it? So we need that. We need that. Go. 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 Go.
Let's go.
Right, now we're fine. Attack, 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 and Fedoran will do it. Right, we'll do the usual pattern, which is we'll go resolution first. Resolution. In fact, that needs to move. That needs to move a little bit closer to where the party are going to end up, rather than where they are now. Come into the aura.
Mode.
Shared flames.
Sorry, friend. Can't.
Oh, she's blocking. It's fine. It's not fine really. She's getting hit, but it'll have to do. Did she cast? She's casting. We definitely need a Slicken. Can we reach? Yes, we can. Slicken. And he needs to start hitting just to build that charge up to get Ringleader to dominate and charm a few of these guys. Right, she's cast that. Let's go. I don't think we're going to have trouble hitting these things, so she needs to cast, I think, this. Devotion for the Faithful. Reduce a bit of their might. And about there should get us all. About there. Slicken, he's still hitting things with his gun. She's casting that Pallegina. Has she cast the devotions? Shared Flames, rather. Dead's going to have to switch to range here because he can't reach. So he'll switch to range for now. Slightly different tactic, but we did go for narrow, didn't we? Is he casting Slicken? Yes, he is. Right, and now he needs to cast that. That'll help. Right, he can now cast Ringleader. We'll go with him.
Not my thing, savvy.
She's getting hit big style. This is a problem. She's getting hit from the rear, you see. All of these ranged people are hitting one person. Jesus. Can you come closer? We really need this to happen. It's a matter of urgency. Lay on hands. Gorn's Pledge.
Zoom.
I think they either missed. Are these getting healed? Right, I think these are weaker. So as soon as we get the big guy down and we can move a bit closer and spread the pain a little bit, I think we'll be okay. Anyway, she's fully healed, so just keep going.
Quick, toss me something else.
Right, it's down. I think we just move forward. Adair, let's try you back on that, and let's move in. Come on.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Can you get anywhere? Can you come here a little bit? Let him in.
Your aim could become improved.
There we go. Now he's in. Now he's in. Right, let's get that. Fedoran. Where's this? Where's it? Where is it? There it is. About there. That. And heals. Keep the party up if you don't mind. Thank you.
Not my thing, savvy.
Wow.
Oh,
Fedoran. Call to slumber. Bit of keep crowd controlling them until we thin their ranks. And now we try that again. Ringleader, try number 2.
This weapon's no good to me.
Your aim could become improved.
We've got them down. They're sleeping. They're sleeping soundly. Nice. Joti, do not let Pallegina go down. There we go. I think we've got this. She falls. It's not the end of the world. It's not ideal. Concussive missiles. Okay, let's use a minor potion, I think. And one more of them. Oh, we've cancelled what I was going to do. Right, blindness, eye strike on some of the ranged people. Or can we stun them? We can stun them with this, right? This is a stun. This is a dominate. Puppet master. Where's the stun one? Is it that one? That's the one, isn't it? Can we stun?
Not much longer.
Adair, come and take up the slack.
That's me too.
Won't work.
There we go. Right, off we go again.
Death in mine.
Jesus, right. Pull her out. Pull her out. Oh, she's down. She's down.
It's on the vine.
Curse you, mage.
Leave it to me.
I think just the one unconscious from that fight is quite a result, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. You subdue the furious souls, ripping them into motes of their constituent essence. Beyond this cloud of essence, you feel the pull of the cycle, a force that steadily increases. This pillar remains steadfastly blocked from the natural flow. Power still hums through the essence. Sending it through the cycle would restore the Adra around you. Fragmenting it would detonate the delicate balance of power, destroying the pillar. Either way, the steady tug of the beyond grows. You must decide quickly. Restore its luminosity, of course. You push the essence through the widening channel to the beyond. They churn and spin away. Suddenly, the ether around you develops into a churning maelstrom. You pull yourself back toward your body before the force rips your soul away. Just like that. I think we have a way out.
Yeah?
I think Fedoran is a little bit slightly upset that he couldn't rescue at least the Valian souls, but hell, they turned on us. You cling to the tether of your soul, racing to the safety of the material world, even as the immaterial one warps around you. Essence floods the newly restored Adra, filling it with a light and heat that is both agonizing and rapturous. You return to your body feeling as though you have just fallen into it from a mountaintop. Your companions gasp and groan beside you. You cover your face against the light radiating from the restored Adra. Wow. The Steward or Governor Alvari? Governor Alvari? Imperial command in the Brass Citadel. No, we will not be returning there at all. We shall be going straight to the Valian Trading Company, if you don't mind, and reporting this here. But didn't Jyoti want to, in her quest, use one of these? There. I restored the luminous Adra pillar at Poker Kahara, so she needs to release her souls. Can we speak to her about this?
Why not? Got it.
Can we not use this to as a means?
Happy to oblige. Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce. Tell me what's on your mind? You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler.
Well, why can't we use this one? If I were to locate a luminous Adra pillar, she could release her souls, or the souls that she has gathered, into her lantern, delivering them for a rebirth. So it's given us the locations for the luminous Adra pillar, but we can't seem to talk to her about releasing the souls into this one. That we're already here. Or maybe if we leave, she will? Can't activate it anymore. Strange. Strange. There is one in Nekataka anyway, so we can always try that one. Or we could go back down and see if anything activates when we re-enter. But we'll try that. See if something triggers. Or maybe we need to find a certain one.
Leave it to me.
Strange. Not sure. Not sure on that one. It's not as if we're short of luminous adripillars. We've got 3 that we've identified so far. So, right. Well, in that case, we are done here at Pokakahara. We need to return then to the Valiant Trading Company to sort of resolve that line of questing. We've got a little bit of time, so we'll end the session, I suppose, in. Back in Nekataka, I suppose. Yeah, back to the old city. There's a couple of things to do there. Sell all of our loots, which we've picked up. Maybe do some shopping, Fedoran's favourite pastime, other than gathering hats. And perhaps venturing into the old ancient city, where we are now at a suitable experience to deal with those those pesky creatures, the spirits, and also the skeletons that we don't know about officially. That kind of impeded our progress last time. And then because we'll have both the Cornet Waves and the Cornet Depths, we can determine what we want to do in relation to Delver's Row. So quite a few things to do to crack on with back in Nekataka now. There is a shrine here. Small pavilion containing a weathered statue of a stone. It appears to be Hawana's shrine. Okay, so we'll search the surrounding area first. Be cautious and all that. He's got survival. Nice. May prove to be a good place to rest. Let's have a look at the shrine first. Religion? Jyoti. Aha. Rikahu. Berath. Let's rest. Pallegina is a bit injured. I'm certainly not praying, but rest sounds good. 8 hours passed, and hopefully Pallegina is free from her wounds. Okay. So whilst there's a shipwreck there to take a quick look at before we return, but also while we are here, there is kind of a quest for Sansa. There's a triangle of islands near here to charter. And I don't think we are too low a level for that. You could almost argue let's do this while we're in the vicinity. Nekataka can wait, there's no urgency. Shall we start charting these islands? Surrounding the Hawana village of Tikawara. 3 islands forming a rough approximation of a triangle. We've also got a couple of bounties we could search for before we go back to Nekataka so that we could cash in on them. I don't know. I'm in 2 minds now because we are kind of here. Shall we remain here and finish up here before we go all the way back there? I kind of think we probably should. Medical supplies. Ooh, sift through the wreckage and we find repair supplies, and we search, and we find repair supplies, and we search again, and we find repair supplies, and we continue to search, and we find tar loaf, and we continue to... Ah, that's it. Good grief, there's loads of stuff around here. Right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to... It's a triangle around. I don't think Pokagahara counts as one, but we'll just have a little gander around the vicinity of Tikawara. See what we can find. Just have a bit of a mooch. We've got supplies, I think. Yeah, we've got supplies, we've got time. Why not? We like chartering islands. So this is Tikawara. So somewhere to the north, potentially, there should be some kind of uncharted island, maybe, that we might be able to stop off at. There's one there. There's one here. Is this potentially one? Looks a bit on the small side, doesn't it? Looks a little bit on the small side. I don't think this is one of them. But while we're here, so this is going to require a lot of searching, I imagine. Indeed, a small Hawaiian village. Oh no, should have been. It's a pile of rubble now. And we search, and we find fire kelp, and we search some more, and we find nothing else of value, and we search every corner of the village, and we find nothing else. Damn. Yeah, and this isn't the island that we were seeking. It says a triangle around Tikawara. Triangles like there, kind of there, kind of there. How big is this triangle, is the question. Okay, well, we'll kind of just a bit further up this way. Got a storm. That looks like a storm to me. Storms. Oh no, we've just sailed into a flipping storm. Oh, the pitfalls of being a captain. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next as if in a battle for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. Vinici eyes the storm and spits. I wish this ship had a boatswain. There's no one better to have with you in a storm. What are your orders? Companion, help me. Jyoti, start praying. Oh, it works. Plead for safety. Palagina doesn't like it, but the crew do. That'll do for me. Glory be to the many aspects of Aothas, greatest of all who is gone. I raise my voice to you in humility, thankfulness, and everlasting worship. Hear me, my God, and take pity on my dire plea. As we now sail through the dark storms of death, we will not fear the reaping to come, for your lantern will guide our way. We will not stumble or stray from the path you have laid us through hell. We will embrace the end of our lives and shuck the rotting husk of our fallen... Less of the death talk, Fedoran's saying. Less of that. Afterwards we will be planted for rebirth by hand, forever and always as the wheel turns. Amen. Assign crew duties. Our crew are in their right positions. After those prayers, we're good to go. The clouds sweep over you, dominating the sky and hemming the sea beneath a roiling grey dome. The rain drums against the deck. Sweat beads on Baedal's brow as the storm looms ever closer. We can't outrun this one, Captain! The cry rises like a pronouncement of doom from below deck. Fire! You dive into the hold to see flames licking the beams and making toward the stores and the powder reserves. Take the water. We got plenty of water. Take the water. Water from the stores. Put the fire out. Put them out quickly. Oh, hours later, the crew, sweaty and soot-stained, clap one another on the back. No trace of fire remains. Oh, the storm rages on, showing no sign of subside. Oh, good grief! How big is this flipping storm? The day has passed. The sea roils and the ship rocks as waves broadside the Lord Fedoran. The wind drives rain across the decks. What the hell are we doing? Get everyone below decks and batten the hatches. We're laying a hull. The most passive tactic against a storm. The crew strikes the sails and goes below decks with the hatches, protects the crew and the mast, but leaves the ship drifting at the mercy of the sea. The ship may roll. All hands to their posts. We're holding course. Sail is normal. We're heaving to. Sails and rudder lashed, set to balance such out. The crew goes below decks. This protects the crew and helps the ship make good time, but puts the mast and sails at risk. Flying bare poles. Everyone goes down apart from the helmsman. Dangerous to the hull and risks the helmsman. I don't think we need to risk anybody. We'll heave to, everybody below decks. The mast and sails can do as they please. We can fix those. We can't fix lives that are lost. Little Luca shouts orders as we tie ropes around the wheel. Shall let it float on and see where we end up. Hopefully at the right place. Oh, on Uncharted Island. Success! Yes! Oh my god, how big is this flipping storm? Another day passes. Oh god. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their heads, all guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight between their knees. The befouled grog scent of their sick thickens the air. Medicine? Fresh air? Physically reduce their nausea? How? Fresh... Oh, let's not do that. I don't think they wish to see what's going on outside. Medicine. We can buy more, it's fine. Okay. Good old travel sickness medicine. As if exhausted. I'm flippin' exhausted. The clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves too end their trembling complaint, and Lord Fedoran finally sails easy. Well done, crew. Well done. The moral of the story is not to sail into a storm ever flip again, I think. We didn't go too diverted there. I think that was a good result. Let's go back up to where we were supposed to be going in the first place, which is northwards, trying to find a bloody island to charter for Sansa. It's not really helping, is it? Oh, I may have been premature. There's a little slight nib there, I notice. Flamewalker Vesali in an abandoned village. I don't think we want to be meddling with Flamewalker Vesali anytime soon, do you? If that's one of the islands, I don't think it can be, because it was down as like only one level above. I mean, why would it... Ooh, what's this? Three skulls. So you've got Icorno, Flamewalker Vesali. That makes me think they're kind of bounties? Maybe? They all look very high level. The general gist I'm getting here is that we're probably best off sailing back towards Nekataka. Stick with our original plan. We'll just kind of Rikuhu Islands. Just kind of uncover what we can in and around this vicinity. Just a little bit of an expedition. Let's speed this up a touch. Ooh, what's this? How big is this triangle again? There's a storm there. Lord Fedoran. We just kind of slice our way towards Nekataka at this point. This looks like it could be an Uncharted Island. It's got a ruined tower and Tangaloa's Moor. These Uncharted Islands usually have things on them of note. So I'm willing to bet that could be one. So we'll finish the session looking at this island. Oh, and there's a knock at the old cabin door. Who comes a-knocking? Venezia appears. Apparently we've been a bit unwell. Induction? Introduction? Oh. Yes, gather the crew. I'll offer some inspiring words if that's what you're after. Not a problem. Okay. The crew comes together and Fedoran readying himself for a captain's address. Well, it's a bit late for welcomes, isn't it? We've been sailing together for bloody weeks. Welcome everybody aboard the Lord Fedoran. Apparently you all wanted to hear from me. I am your captain, of course. Captain even-handed captain, I'm sure you'll agree. The conqueror of most grievous storms and welcomer of plagues. Good to have you, Captain, Oswald cries. Yeah, oh, here. I plan to run a clean ship. We're not pirates, and we are not raiders. We shall deal with those that cross us, but ultimately we shall aim to do good work. Yeah, Oswald likes that as well. Well, here. Venezia claps, and the rest of the crew join in, and Fedoran! Oh dear. Seraphim rolls his large eyes. Oh, you want a bit more looting and pillaging, do you? Little Luca steps forward. Pardon me, asking, Captain, what exactly is the ship's mission in the Deadfire? Ah, yes, well, I'm sure you've all seen that rather oversized naked statue. Well, he's taken a piece of my soul, and I aim to take it back. Adair steps forward, walks over the crew. It's not all he's taken, and if he hasn't taken from you and yours yet, don't be so sure that he won't. We're all in this. Oh, Fedoran's inspired words, working wonders. The crew mutter. Old Engrim performs a gesture of reverence to the gods. Our captain's touched by the gods, he says. Oswald nods, expression pensive. The crew splits up, returning to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Ah, a proper captain's address. What can you ask for? He's easing into this captain malarkey, isn't he, Fedoran? I mean, he's got a bit more to learn, you know, not to sail into storms and welcome plagues aboard, but on the whole, Tangaloa's more. Okay, so we got it's just about at the hour mark here, so I think we'll end the session here. So we've got Tangaloa's Maw, a ruined tower, and a forgotten catacomb. These all look like potential lootable items. They don't have like X's to suggest that they are combat areas, but the forgotten catacomb might well be an area for us to explore. So yeah, we'll save that for the next session. So we shall explore this island. Uncover a little bit more of this area just in and around here, and if we can, just wondering if there are any kind of bounties nearby that ring a bell that we might want to try and cash in on before we head back to Neketaka, but I don't think there is. There's Nomu. Yeah, there's Nomu the Marauder. He is definitely one, and he's on the island of Neketaka itself, so that could be one that we just kind of pop in and do before we head back to the city. But yeah, explore this island. It's the start of the next session. Explore some of this map. Keep an eye out for any bounties on the way, and then Nomu the Marauder, and finally Neketaka, and that should be a pretty busy session. So lots and lots more to do. I mean, look at the size of this map, and we've uncovered not a great deal of it, about a fifth, a sixth maybe, so plenty to keep us busy. Really enjoying this, and looking forward to the sessions to come. Until next time, see you soon.